Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from just outside the Cyberdog Monument in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were finishing off the underwater tunnel, and in this episode, my friends, we are returning to Silkworm Gang Island after many months, and we are going to be finishing off the fort once and for freaking all. But before we get to that, guys, we've got some new patrons to add to the Cyberdog Monument, as well as a few cyberdogs to add to the DOGOLITH. So we've got an action-packed episode today, guys. Sit back and relax with your crunchy-ass snacks and tasty-ass beverage. Let's play some Minecraft Survival! And before we get going on today's episode, my cyber diggity dogs, there are a few VIP cyberdogs and donators that need to be added to the Cyberdog Monument. So without further ado, I would like to thank the following cyberdogs for their VIP subscriptions and donations: Head Games, Squirrel, and Paleoflora. And thank you guys so freaking much for your contributions to the Cyberdog Nation, and it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you guys in the chat of dogcraft.net, and you guys have been immortalized in the interbubs forever inside of the Cyberdog Monument on a pimping piece of diamond. And remember, my cyber diggity dogs, if you want to become a patron of the Cyberdog Nation and find your name etched into a beautiful piece of diamond here in the Cyberdog Monument, you can do so by becoming a VIP on dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community, or you can donate directly to the RENDOG YouTube channel. Links in the description box below, and a huge thank you to every single one of you who have contributed so far. Now, cyber diggity dogs, before we head back to Silkworm Gang Island, there is a little bit of housework that we need to do around the mainland of Rentopia, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Firstly, we're going to be adding a few more gold blocks to Granny Dog's Monument, probably the last gold block additions for Season 3, and we're also going to be heading up to the DOGOLITH to get 8 more of you guys up there before taking our commute from Grand Mole Hole Station all the way back to Silkworm Gang Island. So guys, without further ado, let's get up to Granny Dog's Monument over here. I have converted our last remaining pieces of gold into gold blocks. I basically cleaned up all of the chests that we've had lying around Rentopia that have gathered over the past Season 3. I cleaned up the chests outside of the Cyberdog Monument, the chests in the Lakeside Villa, the chests in the Griswold family apartments. Managed to find myself 8 more blocks of diamonds, which is of gold rather, which is absolutely epic, and that means we can add a little bit more freaking bling bling to Granny Dog's Monument. And I think what I want to try and do is continue work on this staircase over here to try and finish this staircase as fast as we possibly can. And man, let me tell you something, I'm so happy with how this monument is turning out. And I know my Granny Dog is watching this series from wherever she is right now, and you know, it's kind of crazy to think about how far we have come over the last season 3. And Gran, you've been with me in my heart every step of the way. And you know, when we started building this monument, we weren't in a great place. We weren't very high up that staircase, and you know what, we're making our way up that staircase now, and we're almost at the top, Gran. We will get there together. And there's only one more bit of business to attend to before returning back to Silkworm Gang Island for the last part of Season 3, Cyberdogs, and that is, of course, to get a few of you onto the DOGOLITH. Starting with YouTube subscribers, we have got Jeffrey the Penguin, Liar1, Mateo Soyama, and Foxtails77. Welcome to the DOGOLITH, my friends. You have been immortalized in the interbubs forever. And now from dogcraft.net, we have got XX, Scuba Steve 1XX, Kexolino, Ray Doug, and Zeka Lanza. Welcome to the DOGOLITH, my friends. And remember, guys, if you want to stand a chance of being added to the DOGOLITH, you need to be a subscriber of the RENDOG channel and leave a constructive comment on one of my videos. I choose you guys randomly from the comment section. There is also a thread on the forums of dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community, where you can add your YouTube username to stand a chance of being added to the DOGOLITH. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so excited today. I just cannot wait to get back to Silkworm Gang Island and carry on working on the fort. And it is going to be absolutely awesome. Now, I read in the comment sections of one of the previous videos that one of you guys spotted a hole in the roof of the Cyberdog Monument, and when we've been up at the DOGOLITH, and I think that little hole is caused by the water fountain, and I think that the sun has to be at a certain level, or the light has to be at a certain point, but a hole sort of appears in the roof of the monument. But you guys can see that the roof is completely built, and you can put your OCD to rest. And that's it, man. That is it for our time in Rentopia for now, guys. We are going to be taking our buttholes over to Silkworm Gang Island, and I cannot wait, man. I've got one more piece of bread to eat, because, of course, on Silkworm Gang Island, we are not allowed to take any of the tools that we have gathered in this series so far. We are only allowed to use what we gather on the island itself. So my inventory is completely empty, and I'm just hoping that there's some stuff for us in the chests of Silkworm Gang Island right now. I can't remember if we left any tools, any armor, any food. Do we even have food on Silkworm Gang Island? Man, I have no idea. Pogo the sheep, I'll smell you later, dude. But this is going to be our daily commute for the next couple of days, guys. And while we are here in the train going on this beautiful journey to Silkworm Gang Island, I'm going to have a sip of my tasty ass tea. Ah, man, Red Bush. That is what I'm talking about. Now, guys, I was thinking about this just before the start of today's episode, and it's literally been something like 8 months since we were last on Silkworm Gang Island, and I mean basically inside of the fort itself. And for a lot of you new subscribers who have joined us in Season 3, maybe halfway through Season 3, a lot of you guys would not have actually seen Silkworm Gang Island or seen the Silkworm Gang Island fort yet. So yeah, man, you guys are in for a bit of a treat. And for those of you guys who have been with me since the beginning of Season 3, I'm pretty excited to get back, man. I'm excited to see how much work we actually did and how much work we still have to do. What I want to start doing in today's episode is actually work on the railway station. Because now that we've completed the actual railway line and the underwater tunnel, I want to finish this whole thing off by finishing off the Silkworm Gang railway station and, you know, getting the station installed, getting the platform installed, so that we can go back and forth on our commute without worrying about anything. And so far, this is to the point where we have built our line, and we actually need to carry on this line. It needs to come around the corner over here and then hop up here and go all the way up to the top of the station. Now, for a quick recap, guys, just as I mentioned earlier, we are not allowed to use anything to craft any buildings or anything on Silkworm Gang Island that we haven't found on the island or found in the caves of the island. So we need to get back to the fort over there to see exactly what the jazz we've got in the chests. And it looks like we did quite a lot of work on the station itself. We've got the spiraling railway line installed, which is excellent, but I don't think we have any of these powered rails installed, which we obviously need to do, which means we're going to have to head underground to find some gold, guys. If we want to make powered rails, we're going to have to find some gold, and we're going to have to find some redstone so that we can power those rails up. So that's probably going to be one of our very first missions after we finish working on the railway itself. But I think, you know, task number 1 for today is to get our butts into the fort, have a look around, make sure everything is still standing. And I do think Andrew and Jeremy, the cats, are still around here. Yeah, I can't remember if this is Andrew or Jeremy. Can you guys remember? Let me know in the comment section below, man. I think it's Andrew, and I think we left Jeremy down there somewhere. I don't know if Jeremy is still there, though. Well, we've got one cat left at least, and we're definitely going to be taking this kitty with us on our adventures, guys, because we are on Silkworm Gang Island now. We have no armor, we have no weapons, and we are playing Minecraft hard. So, you know, gone are our diamond armor, all of our sweet ass diamond armor, gone are all of our sweet ass weapons, gone are all of our tools and everything that we were using on the mainland of Rentopia, and we are literally back to ground zero over here. And damn, these fields have flourished, man. Look how tasty this freaking wheat field looks around here, man. It's looking sweet. All right, so we know that our wheat is growing, so we're definitely going to have enough bread and whatnot for food. But now the most important thing is to figure out whether we have any items up here, man. So let's get our butts all the way up to the top of the fort. And for those of you guys who haven't been here before, we started Season 3 crafting this fort. And all of these fences and stuff were crafted out of plankage that we looted from an abandoned mine shaft that we found. As is everything that you see around here. All of the leaves we gathered with shears, all of the logs we gathered by planting trees and cutting them down. And this over here is called the Goxie Drop, inspired by my brother from the same freaking mama. He loves these designs where you can fall through a hole into some water down there. And this is how we get down from the fort really quickly, which is awesome. Now, the moon is coming up. We have some really awesome views from up here, which is sweet. Oh my goodness, we have ridiculous amounts of cats up in here, man. We got 2 more cats up in here. Yeah, it looks like something glitched out when we did the 1.7 migration. That's for shizzle, man. We've got way too many cats going on up in here. Unless one of these is Ebony or Paloma. Man, I don't know. These cats freak me out. It's like the ghost of Ebony has returned up in here, man. It looks like Andrew and Jeremy are chilling here in the fort, and we've managed to pick up another cat somewhere along the line. But here we go, guys. We've got a couple of chests up here, but before we look in there, I just want to show you guys all of the work that we did. I mean, I haven't been here for 8 months, man, so I'm trying to remember exactly what we did. I think we started working on another level. Oh, yes, we finished building like another little room up here. This is like the crow's nest that looks out over the land, which is pretty sweet. And then I think we started clearing out space for a few more rooms. And I think what we were going to build is like a battle room where the Silkworm gang would gather to plan their attacks on the Space Gang, our arch nemesis. Obviously, the leader of which is freaking Gareth the Butthole. But we made this little bridge over here, which is awesome. And then we cleared out this area up here, I believe, for some space for some new rooms. Yeah, okay, so we've got enough space for another room over here, and space for one more room over here. And I think we decided that these were going to be the last 2 rooms that we build in the fort. So this is looking awesome, actually. I thought we would have actually we would have a lot more to do, but it looks like we don't actually have that much to do. We're going to start with the railway line, though, with the railway station anyway. What we need to do is build like a nice little railway station on top of that tree canopy over there. Then we need to make like a nice little bridge connecting to this tree canopy and then connecting to the top of the Silkworm Gang Island. And then what we still need to do is create a perimeter wall also, because that's what I did in the original Silkworm Gang Island fort. Now, let's have a look at what we've actually got up in here. So we've got some rails, we've got some oak wood plankage, some fences, so that's good. We've got some oak wood stairs. So we've got some crafting materials, which is excellent. Let's have a look at what we've got in here. All right, so we've got a ton of leaves. Now, this is really good. I actually wanted a whole bunch of leaves for today's episode because I want to work more on the bottom of the railway station. We've got some jungle wood. We've got some oak wood also. What else have we got in here? Have we got any armor? We've got some, okay, so we've got iron ingots, right? So that's a good thing. I think we must have some armor in this other chest. Let's have a look. What else have we got in here? Man, we actually have quite a lot of loot. There's some more oak wood plankage, some more oak wood, some more jungle wood, and we've got 2 powered rails. I'm not sure if we can use this though, and we've got some armor that I believe that we made. Yeah, we've got this armor. We've got 10 diamonds too, so that's pretty sweet. And we've got some lapis up here. Man, that is awesome. Oh, we've got some bread. That's really good. All right. Have we got a hoe? Yeah, we've got a hoe. We got some redstone and some gold, so we can actually make powered rails. Sweet. Oh, that's epic. All right, so let's put together some powered rails, actually. Let's see, how many can we actually make? I don't think we're going to be able to make many. Hang on. What else do we need for powered rails? We need like, we need a pressure plate or a stick? We need a stick. There we go. Yeah, we need a stick, but we don't actually have enough sticks to do this. We'll make 12 powered rails, and let's make a bit of stickage. Now, I can't quite remember the exact rules that we set ourselves over here on Silkworm Gang Island, but I do believe the rules state that we can only build buildings out of materials that we find. We're not allowed to craft anything out of materials that we pick up. So we can't make anything, we can't like craft cobblestone into anything. If we want stairs and stuff, we have to find them to use them. I think that's the rules that we set for ourselves. Oh, and I just used all of that redstone, so not going to be able to make any redstone torches, unfortunately. All right, well, at least we've got some powered rails for today's, or for the Silkworm Gang railway station. We're definitely gonna have to go on an adventure though to finish it off. All right, what else have we got? Well, let's put on this janky ass armor for one, just so that we can suit up. We've got an iron sword that's about to break. We've got an iron pickaxe. We're definitely gonna have to make ourselves a few more tools over here, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a few more tools. We're gonna have to make an axe and a shovel. And I think we should make some shears. Yeah, let's make some shears. All right, there we go. And we've got this hoe. I want to make some of that bread downstairs. I want to turn some of that wheat into some sweet, tasty ass bread. What else have we got around here? We've got a crafting table, so we'll take that with us. I think I want to take a few of these leaves too, these oak leaves over here. We'll take some vinage also, just in case we need that. And I think we're probably going to have to plant some more trees. so that we can grow some more oak trees and cut them down. So if we grow trees and cut the logs down, we can use the logs like this, right? But we can't convert the logs into stairs or plankage. We have to find that jazz in abandoned mine shafts if we want to use that. So that is basically the rule set around Silkworm Gang Island, guys. And let's see if we can actually follow it, how far we can actually get. It's kind of difficult, man, I must say. It's a, like, for me, it's kind of like a side quest, like I mentioned in the previous episode, right? It's kind of like an interesting... Cat, get out of my way or I'm gonna kick your ass. Sit over there. It's kind of like a challenge, right? Because at the moment, our armor is just so strong that even in Minecraft hard, we like hardly ever get challenged. Like the only time we ever almost die is by approaching lava. That's pretty much the only time we can ever actually die, or falling from serious heights like a noob. So you know, Silkworm Gang Island is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a reminder of how difficult Minecraft can actually be, and it's just like a cool little challenge for me. I really enjoy it, man. It's fun. I dig it. And I just want to finish off the fort because for those of you guys who maybe haven't been with me since the beginning of this season, this fort is actually inspired by a childhood fort that I built myself under a mulberry tree. And I was the leader of a gang called the Silkworm Gang, and to get into my gang, you had to give me a whole bunch of silkworms. And my gang built a really awesome fort just underneath this mulberry tree. And it kind of, obviously it wasn't a giant-ass tree house like this, but it was built under a really giant tree, and we did like make like a wall out of wood that we found, and it was pretty sweet. But this is kind of like my fantasy version of how I wanted that fort to actually look like back in the day. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to convert all of this wheat into bread, and then we're going to take ourselves back to the Silkworm Railway Line station and start working on that bad boy on the other side of this complaint. Alright, cyber diggity dogs, welcome back to my bedroom in the Silkworm Gang Island fort, and I just realized that we do not have any torches, and I do believe we are allowed to craft torches because obviously it's almost impossible to find torches in the world of Minecraft. You can find some torches in abandoned mine shafts, but you're talking about maybe like one torch in an entire mine shaft. So I've made a nice stack of torches, I've made a nice stack of bread also, just ate myself silly. We are full up to go, we are ready to start crafting, and hopefully we will not be interrupted by any creepers, skeletons, or freaking zombies. I harvested both of these fields over here to convert all of that wheat into some tasty ass bread, and that means I am ready to get to some serious freaking crafting today, man. And I think what we're going to start off with is dealing with a health and safety issue that is kind of messing with my OCD right now, and that is the issue that the spiral going to the top of the railway station over here is basically a death trap, right? There is no fencage or anything preventing somebody from falling to their death while traveling on a train around here. You never know, man. You know, sometimes people don't keep their paws and feet in the vehicle at all times, and sometimes they come out of those mine carts. And if you fall out of a mine cart going up and down this spiral over here, you're gonna bite the dust. So what I think I'm gonna do, guys, is use this bit of fencage that I found in our chest in our room, just to start laying down some safety rails all around the spiral over here. We'll see how high we can get. I don't think we'll have enough rails to actually get all the way up to the top, but we're going to do our best. It's basically going to look exactly like the Silkworm Gang treehouse looks. It's basically going to follow the design of the main treehouse, which also has some safety fencage that goes all the way around it. So I think the design of it is like this. Like, we want to try and preserve fences where we can, right? So, well, we don't really need to preserve fences, I think. Yeah, you know what, we do need to preserve fences, actually. I think what we'll do is, like, we'll make, like, one support beam over here. And then we'll have the safety rails like this, connecting up to the next platform like this. Ooh, an apple. Sweet. And then again like that. So it's not quite the same design as the original treehouse. However, it is way more efficient, and we use way less rails this way too. Way less fences. I think on the main treehouse itself, we put fences everywhere, like all the way along here. But you know, man, we are like, the Silkworm Gang Island is it's like a poor area, man. We don't have infinite resources just to like craft whatever the jazz we want. You know, we need to conserve some of our stuff over here. I do believe though that we need to add another fence like this. There we go. So you go around the corner and you're still safe. Like this. All right, there we go. That's looking good. All right, guys, I'm gonna plan this bad boy and get these fences up, see how high we can get. I'll bring you back on the other side of this complete. All right, Cyberdogs, welcome back. I've just finished laying down all of our available fences as protective barriers for the spiral of the Silkworm railway station, but we still have 3 or 4 stories to do, man. So we're definitely gonna have to go on a freaking Iron Man adventure to try find some more fences inside of an abandoned mineshaft somewhere. But you know what, guys? I'm actually quite looking forward to that, man. On our first Iron Man adventure on Silkworm Gang Island, I believe we died. In fact, I believe we died numerous times. And hopefully this time we can do a little bit better. But guys, I've also set up a minecart up here because I want to show some of you guys a little something about Silkworm Gang Railway Station, which you may not know for those of you guys who are new, or maybe you guys have forgotten. But if you are arriving on Silkworm Gang Island from the mainland via the railway line, you're going to travel through the underwater tunnel and then connect to the spiral railway line and spiral all the way up the tree over here to end up in the station. Now, if you want to depart Silkworm Gang Island, you've basically got to get a bit of adrenaline pumping, man. We don't just get back on the spiral and go all the way down, because that takes way too long. What we are going to do is take a shortcut, and basically what we're going to be doing is ramping ourselves off of this railway line over here to land down there to connect back up to the line that's going to take us all the way back to Grand Molehill Station. And for those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, man, let's go for a bit of a joyride, shall we? Check it out. Here we go. Whee! I hope we don't die. Bam! Oh man, that's awesome. And that is how the Silkworm railway station functions. I think that's pretty sweet, man. Now, next up on my task of things to do is to work on the connection between the underwater tunnel and the Silkworm railway station itself. We need to basically connect this railway line to this railway line over here. And this is the reason why I brought all of these oak leaves. I'm thinking that maybe what we should do is make kind of like a tunnel out of leaves. As you come out of the underwater tunnel over here, maybe we find ourselves in like a tunnel of leaves or something that takes us into this area over here. And this will kind of like hide the shame of everything that's going on over here, you know, like all of this powered rails, and I don't know, it's looking kind of ugly, man. You know, when we look at Silkworm Gang Island from the mainland, I wanted to try and look quite natural. I want there to be lots of vinage and lots of leaves and trees and stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna have a go at like trying to hide the shame over here, like crafting some sort of a little tunnel or something that could possibly work for us. And I'll bring you guys back on the other side of this compliant. Alright, Cyberdogs, welcome back. I have been hard at work on the entrance into the Silkworm railway station, and I can't wait to show you what it looks like from up here, guys. Check it out. I have added a whole bunch of leaves down there to try and make this tunnel way more natural looking, and right now it looks like as you come out of the underwater tunnel, you go straight into a giant ass canopy of leaves and trees and stuff. Let's get our buttholes down there to have a look at what it looks like from down there, and man, I think you guys are going to be impressed, man. It is looking freaking sweet. Check it out, right? So we're going to come down here on a minecart, go down this little tunnel over here, and then join up to the tunnel itself. And what I've done over here is I've added some vinage and some leaves growing down into the tunnel, so it kind of looks like the jungle is overgrowing into the underwater tunnel itself. I think that looks pretty freaking sweet, man. And as you can see, as we come up the railway line, we're going to enter into this this leaf tunnel, is basically the only way I can describe it, and then join the spiral railway line to get all the way up to the station above. So this is looking kind of awesome. I just want to get a view of what it looks like from, you know, somewhere in the middle of the ocean over here. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's looking kind of cool. I still need to patch up a few little spots here and there just to make it look more natural, make it look like an arch. Yeah, make it look more like an arch or something like that. But I think that's looking really, really awesome. And we've managed to hide the shame of the industrial railway line over here too. So that is awesome. But guys, that is basically everything that I wanted to achieve in today's episode. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. I'm going to carry on working on this area in front of the Silkworm Gang railway station, as well as on the platforms itself. And in the next episode, we're going to see if we can finish off the platforms and then head off on our very first Silkworm Gang adventure since the last adventure that we went on. on, and hopefully we are not going to die. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you hit the subscribe button. We are back on Silkworm Gang Island for the last part of Season 3, if you can freaking believe it, and it is absolutely awesome. It feels amazing to be back here, and can't wait to carry on working on this sweet-ass fort. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been RENDOG'S, playing Minecraft Survival. We will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends!